So, was a female involved with the husband of Amber Ayaz, right? Ayaz. And did the female kill Amber and the daughter of Amber, which was the stepdaughter to Jing, right? I'm in question of that. Because see, many feel that the husband could have played the part in his wife's murder, right? But I question if there were someone involved, like somebody from the outside of the home. Right? People say, well, maybe the husband has something to do with it. Not saying the husband had an extramarital affair, right? But could there have been a woman who said could have been involved with a husband in some type of way and was jealous of Amber, his wife, right? Leading to Amber and her daughter being killed. Like, subscribe, ID in the Discovery Channel. Yes, ID in the Discovery Channel. The links are provided below. Get that Discovery Go app as well as the ID Go app. You might want to get those two things combined and make them into one. And I'm a Discovery influencer. That's indeed a fact. Remember, husband of Amber, how he was towed in the face or sprayed with a mist, right? Something placed against the face pertaining to a mist where it knocked him unconscious, right? Unconscious in the face. You're being missed in the face with a towel or some substance or a spray, right? Which led to him being unconscious within the home, right? And then upon him waking, the wife being missing and the daughter, right? Daughter is missing, stepdaughter, and your wife is gone, right? And then there's blood on the wall. And then there was kitchen, right? Pertaining to he had a cut on one of his fingers, blood on the wall, and then the carpet was changed, the carpet was cleaned and everything. Law enforcement went back and tried to scope into it, the situation deeper to see what could have occurred, right? Law enforcement sensing that Amber's blood was in the carpet or was in the floor panel pertaining to up under the carpet, right? Material under the carpet, right? The wife's blood could have been under the carpeting, right? That's what law enforcement pertaining to that, right? After Amber and the daughter disappearance, after they disappeared, someone sent notes to the home telling the husband to clean the carpet, clean the apartment, clean the carpet, as well as whoever sent the notes were reminding him that someone was watching him. Why would someone be involved in a kidnapping of your say Amber as well as the child, right? But then keep sending him notes saying someone is watching you. That's when you would question, did Amber leave on her own accord with her daughter and no longer wanted to be in the home, right? But why was blood found? Why was there blood on the wall and why was there blood in the carpeting or so, right? Why was someone sending those notes to clean the carpet in the apartment, right? But why would someone sit watching you and constantly send notes, right? That's like stalking or something like that. If I'm going to constantly send a man notes after his wife and young child goes missing, right? Who was involved in the situation? Because to constantly send notes, why would a man constantly send notes to him? How that doesn't sound right? Doesn't something seems off pertaining to that, right? Why would a man constantly sit watching you and telling you that he's watching you by sending notes? That sounds like something that a woman would do. That sounds like something that a female would do. The constant notes, right? Usually people, once there's a kidnapping that occurs within the home, usually people don't return to the home with notes. So that's why it was in question of if the husband could have played a part in her disappearance. Why would you keep sending notes? And why would you sit watching them? As if whoever was sending the notes kept scoping him and keeping their eye on him, right? That sounds almost like a spy or something. Someone spying on him, seeing his whereabouts and all the rest. What is he doing? Make sure you do this within the home. Make sure you do that within the home. How it was in question if Amber lied pertaining to the money that she had. It was said that Amber had a lot of money, but then the husband found out after she disappeared that she was practically broke. He was surprised by that. Law enforcement let him know she didn't have a lot of money, and he was surprised by that. Yes. So the note sending, right? Did that person who sent the notes to the husband, did that person have connections to China? And this points back to me asking if the husband could have been involved with another woman. and not Amber be involved with another man, because it was in question of Amber's male, what is it? Her involvement with men, right? She was married, but it was in question once again if she had cheated pertaining to her husband, and if the person she cheated with had connections to China, right? So that's why the story almost sounds flipped, or the story almost sounds reversed. Could it have been the husband, not the cousin, not the cousin? Could it have been the husband? Could the whole situation be the other way around? You think that the husband had involvement in this, or you think that the husband had involvement in that, the disappearance of both individuals that went missing, and maybe it was a woman that had played a part, and maybe that woman had connections to China. Maybe the wife didn't really cheat, right? She could have, but maybe it was somebody else within the home that was cheating, right? Law enforcement questioned all that, right? Yes, because once there's once there's something that happened like blood involvement, and law enforcement said that the wife's blood could have been in the home, right? you would you would analyze further to acts pertaining to the husband. Nobody's just going to continue to send notes saying that we're watching you, right? Because see, if the woman that he was married to, the husband, right, if he was married to her and say she lied about having men that she were involved with, why wouldn't they just kidnap her and the child and then move on? If there was a kidnapping involving people that involve money pertaining to Amber, how Amber lied about having a lot of money, wouldn't someone kidnap her and her child and just move on? Why would they keep coming back to the home, leaving notes saying, I'm watching him, I'm watching you, I'm watching you, I'm watching you, someone's watching you, right? Or we're watching you, we're watching you. Just to let you know, we're watching you, right? Usually usually kidnappers move on. They don't just continue to stalk an individual unless there was something deeper, because that sounds more personal. To ever say we're watching you is to say, okay, maybe the husband was involved in something pertaining to something, and that's why the wife was kidnapped. How you think the wife was kidnapped and the daughter was kidnapped? Because maybe the daughter, right? The wife was kidnapped and the daughter was kidnapped. I'm sorry. But you could think that the wife was involved with something, but maybe the husband was involved in something. Because it sounds too personal. That sitting watching people and sitting scoping people in them constant letters, right? Why would somebody want to stay in interaction with the husband after disappearance of the daughter as well as the wife? Sounds like that's very personal for somebody to keep sending notes where they want to stay in contact with him, to let him know, we're going to continue to remind you that we are watching you, right? We are watching you. We know that you're home and we're watching you. Okay, so what part did the wife play in that? Because the wife is gone and so is the child, but we don't know where, right? So the husband, sounds like something went down pertaining to secrecy or something with the husband. Yeah, possibly led to the disappearance of the child and the daughter, right? Did the husband ever cheat with someone with contacts to China? That's asked again. I'm asking it again, right? Jealous lovers because he wants a woman or something, right? Even men, when someone is involved with somebody, say if there's cheating involved or something, sometimes there's jealousy in that. Sometimes that leads to killing. Sometimes that leads to blood within the home. Sometimes that leads to knocking out of husbands. That's why I asked that, right? If the husband cheated on Amber, right? That's just a question. That's not accusing him. That's just a question. If the husband cheated on Amber, right, which led to Amber's disappearance as well as the daughter, could there have been a jealous lover of the husband on the outside that knocked him out, which led to the kidnapping of the mother and the daughter, right? Most don't ask that far. I'm just asking, right? Melissa Fu and mother Amber went missing on November 22nd, 2019, around 6 in the evening at their home, right? California, right? Two people, male and female, were seen around the time of their disappearance. Law enforcement is still in question of those two adults, one of those being a female, right? Adult, right? She was involved in spraying mist, a towel. Yeah, put mist on a towel or whatever and placed it to the husband's face, which knocked him unconscious. Amber's husband, around the time of Amber's disappearance as well as the child's disappearance, right? Him being at home, what was the point of knocking him unconscious? What was the mist involved? As in, what was the motive of knocking him unconscious? Why, right? Why are you going to place something to his face to knock him unconscious, and then there's a disappearance that occurs after, right? Why would a female and a male show up at the door? Pertaining to kidnapping, right? Did those two individuals kidnap the mother and the daughter? Or did those two individuals kill the mother and the daughter? Why was there blood in the home, right? People, yes, questioning that, right? Because once someone goes unconscious, is to say he wouldn't have knew, or he wouldn't have, yeah. If I'm knocked unconscious, then that's to say I'm within the home where something took place, right? Possible kidnapping, possible murder, right? And then I'm told to clean the apartment, clean the carpet, right? But to know if I was really unconscious, that's to say I wouldn't have knew or known what could have happened while unconscious. You wouldn't even know if somebody kidnapped your Amber, right? And Melissa, you wouldn't know if they kidnapped them or so if you were knocked unconscious. You wouldn't even know if they were killed. But the notes are strange. Constant sending of notes. We're on investigationdiscovery.com. The ID logo stands in the far left corner. Constant sending of notes, right? Is there a woman out there, right? Yeah, that will always be the question until their case is solved, right? Women. No man is going to continually send him notes, right? Unless, because see, to me, if something was the situation pertaining to their money involving the husband, right? Why wouldn't they have just killed the husband? That's where something's off. They said the wife had a lot of money and she had various men that she was involved with. And supposedly she cheated with somebody pertaining to China, right? But why didn't they kill the husband? Right? You're sitting scoping out the husband, but didn't kill the husband. So yes, dear viewers, let me know what you think and feel about this video. May you enjoy your day. I will in fact enjoy mine, and I'm gone for now. One.